What is up, guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. I hope you guys have been having a great week, and I hope you guys had a great weekend as well. As you can see, I just got home from work, got ready for the gym, and I wanted to update you guys on this week's episode of Tuesday Talks. So, like I said, I hope you guys had a great week. I had a lot of fun this weekend. Last week, obviously, full work week. That was a lot of fun. I mentioned last week that it was pretty stressful kind of getting through the training and all that stuff last week. But overall, I think I'm getting into the hang of it, and I met a lot of good people at work, and so they kind of make it so it's been pretty easy to go through training so far. And then in terms of the weekend, this weekend was awesome. I spent Saturday, I went out, went on a hike, and got some good sun in, had a great workout on Saturday, and then Sunday I pretty much did the whole same thing. I woke up, got a crazy good leg day in, and then I went and got some steps in outside. It was a gorgeous weekend, super sunny, super warm, and that is one thing that I've been trying to improve on a little bit, is getting some color. As you can tell, I tend to be a pretty pale person. So getting outside and getting that color and getting my steps in outside has definitely been something that I'm trying to do more of, especially now that I live somewhere where it is nice and warm for pretty much most of the year. So that is a goal of mine this week, as well as this upcoming long weekend, which I am super excited for. Since it is 4th of July, I do get work off on Friday as well. So I get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to get some crazy workouts in and really rest and relax. So that has been a main thing in terms of this past week. What has my life looked like? It has been pretty much mainly bodybuilding and work. So doing those two things has been really taking up most of my time. And I had a conversation with my mom actually yesterday, and I kind of talked with her about what I've been doing recently. And since I'm in a new space, I'm getting back into the routine of working 40 plus hours a week, as well as kind of transitioning out of this diet period that I went through for probably the past like 6 months or so. It has been a lot of work for me to kind of maintain my, I guess, headspace and really maintain my motivation when it comes to bodybuilding and work and all these things. And I've been trying to get my rest in as much as I can, but at some point things start to slip when you try and prioritize too many things at once. And so that's what I kind of found myself doing when it came to all my side projects, whether that be the business I was working on or any other projects, like even socializing to an extent. Now that I'm living in this whole new state and whole new city, socializing was taking up a lot of my mental capacity and a lot of my headspace. And for me, that was making all other aspects of my life worse. Whereas if I can just focus on really getting good at the things that I know I'm good at again, like working and bodybuilding and just grinding and putting my head down and focusing on a goal, that makes other aspects of my life become easier. If I'm really good at the bodybuilding aspect and I'm really good at working and I'm not tired all the time, then it becomes easier to socialize. It becomes easier to work on those side projects. And so I've kind of narrowed down my field of view, and I've focused on the things that I really do love to do. So obviously, like I repeated multiple times in this video, that does include the working aspect. Obviously, this is a career opportunity that I've been given, and it pays the bills, and it's great, and it's super interesting, and I'm very fortunate to be given that opportunity, and even given the opportunity to live on my own in this new city. So that has been one of my priorities, obviously. And then another one of my priorities, like you might be able to tell from every other video I make, is bodybuilding. Working out has given me pretty much everything that I have in my life, and I like to attribute most of my headspace as well as the success I've had in most aspects of my life to working out, to bodybuilding. And so I want to get back to my roots of really just focusing on that bodybuilding aspect. Make sure I have a goal in my mind, make sure I can focus on that goal and achieve it to the best of my abilities. So that is another thing that I've been trying to prioritize more recently. And then for the more creative side, obviously bodybuilding does not take too much mental capacity. It doesn't take too much thought behind it. I mean, you can overcomplicate some things, but in the end of the day, it's discipline, it's consistency, and there's other aspects to life that are really important when it comes to other fields that can kind of expand your horizon a little bit more. And so my third and final priority for the near future is going to be making content, is going to be posting online and building an audience on this platform that I've been so graciously given. So those are the three things. It's work, bodybuilding, and then content. And the content aspect can revolve around pretty much all those other aspects of my life. That's why this channel is called LeBay Lifestyle. I kind of want to walk you guys through my life, my experiences, and hopefully you guys can relate to them in some way, shape, or form, and that can help you guys become better people and strive to become better people, because that's my goal in the end of the day. I think the whole point in life is to constantly better yourself, try and work as hard as you possibly can to make your younger self proud. And so that is pretty much what I'm doing. I'm posting content, trying to satisfy that younger version of myself that would be so proud of where I am today. And that's what I want for all of you guys as well. So overall, for this week's update, it's going to be cut a little bit short because I am going to go to the gym here. It is a rest day though, so just going to do some cardio, get some stretching in as well as abs. All those things are really important on my rest days. Obviously, steps are important, especially when you're working in an office. And then abs is something that I really need to improve on, so I've been trying to get better at actually hitting them and doing the workouts, because I tend to get lazy when it comes to hitting my abs. And then obviously stretching is something that I'm trying to prioritize more, just because I've been feeling a little tight, a little sore, especially after the workouts where I really push myself. And so staying limber, stretching out is really important, and it helps you kind of do pretty much everything else in your life. So I'm gonna grab an energy drink and get over to the gym for the rest of this night and then relax, because like I said, it is a rest day. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Tuesday Talks. If you have anything you want to say to me or any questions you want to ask me, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. And I just really hope you guys have a great week. Stay tuned for another video on an important topic that I've been thinking about recently later this week. And keep grinding, keep working hard towards your goals every single day, and make people remember your name. Peace out, guys. I'll see you in the next one.